Hi, this is Jayanti, working as Assistant Professor in NRCM Engineering College, Hyderabad. Now I am going to explain the HackerRank problem, that is for loop in C. So the main objective of this challenge is to learn about for loop. So we all know that for loop is a loop which is used to repeat the set of statements. It has initialization, condition and updation. So the task which we need to solve is, they have given two intervals A and B. So in the interval between A and B, if the number is between 1 to 9, we need to print its English format. So that is, like if the number is 1, we need to print its English word, like 1. If it is 2, we need to print its English word. What we did in for conditional statements. So but here, if n is greater than 9, we need to check whether the number is even or odd. So if it is divisible by 2, then we need to print even. If it is not divisible by 2, we need to print odd. So input format. The first line contains the integer A. The second line contains the integer B. So A and B are the positive integers which we need to take it as interval. So output format. So let's explain this. Here they have given two intervals A and B. So let's take A equals to 8, B equals to 11. So our task is, we need to check every number between 8 and 11. So every number includes 8, 9, 10, 11. So for 8, we need to check what the task is. If n is less than 9, we need to print its English word. If less than or equals to 9, if n is greater than 9, again we need to check whether it is odd or even. If number modulo division 2 is not equals to 0, then it is odd. If number modulo division equals to 0, then it is even. We all know this basic concept. So this modulo division operator gives the remainder. So let's go with our sample input. So that is 8. We need to check whether 8 is less than or 9 or greater than 9. It is less than 9, so we need to print its English word, that is 8. Next, 9. 9 is less than or equals to 9, so we need to print its English word, that is 9. Next, 10. So it is greater than 9. So if it is greater than 9, we need to check whether it is even or odd. So 10. 2. 10 modulo division 2. So 2 5 is 10, the remainder is 0. So that is 2 is divisible, 10 is divisible with 2. So 10 is even, so we need to print is even. 11. 2 5 is 10, remainder is 1. So it is not divisible with 2. So we need to print odd. So this is the output. 8, 9, even, odd. So let's go to our problem. So they have given the code like intervals A and B they have given. They have read the intervals A and B. Now we need to check the number between these intervals. So for that I am using for loop, because we need to repeat the process. For int n equals to A, that is initialization, n is less than or equals to B, n plus plus. So here n equals to A, because we need to check from A to B. So that's why initialization is done with n equals to A, and the repetition should be repeated till B because the interval will be A to B. So in this we need to check whether n is less than 9 or greater than 9. So for that we have already discussed in control statements. We have already used if else if ladder. So we'll go there and borrow the code from there. So simply we can use switch also, but I have used else if ladder because I have done that example in the last problem. So same, if n equals to 1, we need to print its English word, 2 its English word, 3 up to 9. So there in that, if n is greater than 9, just we have printed greater than 9. But here, if n is greater than 9, we need to check whether it is even or odd. So in else, I am checking whether the number is even or odd. So for checking the number is even or odd, we need to write n modulus 2 is equals to 0. Already I have told modulus means reminder. Printf even else printf odd. So see here, it will repeat for every number but between intervals A and B. So between interval A and B, if n equals to 1 to 9, it will print its English word, and else means if it is greater than 9, we need to check whether it is even or odd. If it is even, we need to print even, else if it is odd, we need to print odd. This is the code. So let me run this code. See here, it will take the interval 8 to 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11 will be the numbers between 8 to 11. So for 8, 9, it will print its English word because they are less than or equals to 9. And for 10 and 11, it will check whether the number is even or odd. 10 is even and 11 is odd. Let me submit the code. So it is done. So thank you.